everyone, Sam here. I hope you're well. I'm in Epsom at the moment doing 2 shows at the Epsom Playhouse, and all I can do is sing to the tune of M People's One Night in Heaven. 2 nights, oh, 2 nights in Epsom when you kiss me. And it's sending me a little bit possy. I have to say, Epsom is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I've not looked at any of it. I've not been anywhere. I've literally spent the whole time, other than the gig, in the hotel. But what a day. What a day it's been. So I woke up at 8:30, went for a full English breakfast, which was absolutely lovely. Then went back to bed, which was just bliss. I mean, if people want to talk about, how do you kind of rate the moment that you think you've, made it, whatever that means. What does it mean to have made it? Some people think with comedy, it's like Live at the Apollo or Mock the Week or whatever. Personally, I've always thought making it is when you get a Black Nando's card. That's got to be it, hasn't it? Because that means you're now better than the normal people because you can get as much chicken as you like. But I would have to say that today I felt momentarily like I'd made it when I had my breakfast and went back to bed. I mean, it's just the best thing, isn't it? Set my alarm for 1 p.m. I woke up at 10 to 1, and I thought, oh, wow, what an amazing sleep. Then I nipped out to buy some more food, got myself a nice coffee, got back into bed, subscribed to Now TV so I could get Sky Sports for one day, and I watched the Everton match, and then I watched the Man City match, and then I thought, shit, I've got to do the gig in a bit, I better get a shower. So I jumped out of bed and got a shower at 6:10. Oh, God. Wow. So, and then I thought it was late getting to the gig. I've got here, and it's my second night in Epsom, and I've just got here, and because I did the show last night, there's no setup, there's no sound check, nothing needs doing. And so now I've got like an hour and 15 minutes to kill before the show starts. So I'm a little bit hungover, just a little bit. I had a few drinks last night. What I found, so I think I've done about 10 or 11 gigs now on this tour, and it's by far the most fun I've ever had doing stand-up. And I miss the kids when I'm away, but when I'm away, I have days like today, and it does take the edge off missing the kids, although I really, really miss them because I've been away for 2 nights, but I'll see them tomorrow, so that'll be nice to see them again. So what I've been saying to myself is that I want to make the most of the sleep that I'm going to get when I'm away, so I don't want that sleep to be broken. I don't want that, obviously I'll have a lie in, but I'm trying not to drink every night. But it's difficult. I think I'm better at it now. But the first week of the tour, I was just like, the adrenaline was just through the roof. It's like unbelievable. So you do like an hour and a half long show, and then most of the shows I've been doing like little signings at the end, so meeting people who've come to the show, and everyone's just in a great mood, and everyone's saying really lovely things. And it's just so nice to meet some of the people, especially people I've been chatting to on Facebook. And in fact, last night I met a guy at the show whose name was Sam, and he's got a 3-year-old son called Avery. Oh, that was weird. It was great though. So anyway, the first few gigs I just come off. I remember the Bristol show, which I think was the 3rd night of the tour. I literally came off stage, and there was 200 people, and it was a Friday night, and they were up for it, and it was boss, and I just came off, and I was just like, I looked at myself in the mirror in the dressing room and just went, what do we do now, Sam? What do we do now? And the answer that night was drink on my own in a bar, which is, I don't want to get into that. So I've had quite a few gigs where I've not drunk afterwards, and I've had a really nice sleep, and I've woke up the next day and it's been fine. But I think because I knew I was having the whole day in Epsom today, I just got a little bit, I had a few drinks last night. The boxing was on, wasn't it? Tony Bellew was on. My show finished about 10. I found a pub at about 10:15 on the way back to the hotel. They were showing the boxing. I thought, fuck, I'm going to go in and have a drink. So I had 3 pints, and then I had a whiskey, and why did I have a whiskey? I don't know. I really like whiskey now. That's scary, innit? Because it means that, I suppose what it means is when you drink, you just end up like eating shit food the next day. Like I reckon I can gain half a stone in like a day. I reckon I can. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I've got this like uncanny ability to gain weight quickly, and I think that's probably where my potential in life lies, at dramatic weight gain over a short period. If there was like some kind of sporting event you could join to do that, or maybe like my absolute dream would be to get the job as an actor who has to gain weight for a role. You know, like when you read about like De Niro when he did Raging Bull, he had to like gain something like 4 stone for the final scenes. That's what I want to do. Like I've got no interest in being an actor, but give me a role where I've got to play a fat bastard, and I will. Well, I'm probably already qualified, but a fatter bastard, and I would be all over that shit. I would just like eating like, gravy on everything. Basically what Sam Allardyce used to eat. just pile macaroni and cheese for breakfast, pasties. Fucking hell. Be great. Bum with the mates. Like, have you put some weight on, Sam? No, I'm getting training for a role. I'm preparing. All right, I'm getting in character. That's the dream. So, because I was doing quite well with eating healthily and exercising and drinking loads of water, and it's like, thing is, you spend 2 weeks doing that, and within 3 days you can undo all of that good work with just a couple of drinks, a breakfast the next day, some chips. I went to Mackey's on Thursday. I had a gig in Liverpool. It was the biggest gig I've ever done. There was 400 people in this massive theatre that I've seen so many comedians I love play there. So it was like dead exciting to do the gig. The gig went really well. All my friends and family were there. I had people to drink with after the show, so I made the most of that, and went for quite a few drinks, and it just oh god, again the whiskey came out. I was drinking Chivas Regal, which, you know what, it wasn't even nice, it was minging. And then I finished the night on a massive high, but sitting in Mackey's on my own with my headphones in, eating loads of food because everyone else had gone home, and I just got some Mackey's and then got an Uber and went home, and just felt like absolute dung the next day. Really felt like shit. So yeah. But then Saturday, the weekend was great, right? I love the weekends now because the lads have just started getting into like a bit of a routine of doing, like going to places. So they go swimming on a Saturday afternoon, they're getting good at that, they like it as well, so you don't have that kind of, I don't want to go swimming kind of thing. Just swimming lessons, and it just means that me and Rachel can go and just sit and watch, which is kind of nice, to just sit down and watch your kids learn something, so feel like you're actively encouraging them to be better humans, yet not actually use any energy yourself, and just sit back and just, check your phone. I mean, I don't check my phone. I always try and keep my phone in my pocket because smartphones just suck your life away from what you're supposed to be doing. You might be watching this now and you should be watching your kid. Your kid might have climbed on the roof because you're listening to me talking about me fat bastard belly. And then on Saturday morning, we'll start taking them to this dance class, which is just the most joyous, amazing thing. It's brilliant. The woman who teaches it is brilliant, and it's about, must be like 15 toddlers. In fact, there's a couple of babies, people who are like 18 months who just learned to walk, and they've got ballet shoes on, and they're just running around and falling over, and it's absolutely brilliant. And then the woman who teaches the lesson, she kind of like teaches them some moves and stuff, and then they do skipping. They have to do a little skip on their own. So they all sit down, and then the woman who does the class, Tracy, she goes, right, we're going to do some skipping now. And she says, right, is this skipping? And everyone goes, no. And she jumps up and down, and then she says, is this skipping? And everyone goes, no. And then she skips properly, and she says, is this skipping? And everyone goes, yeah. And then she says, right, she calls the names out, and they individually get up. And some of them are good. The older ones are all right. The younger ones aren't. My kids are terrible at skipping. Like, they just get up and jump like a kangaroo, or just run, or just goose step, which is a bit troubling. And it's this weird mixture of like total pride, even though they're not doing it right, just the fact that they're getting involved, and trying to stifle giggles because they're absolutely shit at it. Totally terrible at it. So, but they love it. So, although Ben had a bit of a wobble and he didn't want to do it, and then me and Rachel had to get up, so now all of a sudden we're dancing. I had to be careful because at one point she was doing this like hip thing and I was really getting into it like I was Ricky Martin. And I realised all the other dads were probably just looking at me going, who's that knobhead there? But you know, if you've got it, shake your tail feather. That's what I say. I'm a terrible dancer. I'd love to learn dancing. I bought Rachel some dance lessons for our wedding anniversary, I think, a couple of years ago. And we never used them and they expired. That's not romantic, is it? But maybe one day we'll get into that. I'm going to go and do this gig in Epsom now. Got an old mate coming, so we'll catch up with them after the show. Hopefully won't go near the booze, but you know, pre-gig Sam has got these great intentions. Post-gig Sam is a very different Sam. And he's just like, fuck it, let's get some drinks. So we'll see what happens, but I've got an early train tomorrow to get home to see my lovely, lovely kids. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, or if you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the red button, and I will speak to you soon.